Our stressed rivers are under threat from a variety of sources, some of them obvious, some of them not so obvious. We know that land use, runoff, and direct human occupation have an impact, and there's another major threat, the willow. It's attractive, it's ornamental, and it's also been quietly taking over many of our waterways to the detriment of native flora and fauna, and in the long term, water quality.
The problem is that they've gone rampant, they've just gone berserk. And the reason for that is that they've come to a country where there are no natural controls. They can grow for a longer period than what they would have in their native country.
Willows are an introduced species. They're not a natural tree for the river here. And what they do, they suck up the water themselves, they can divert the course of the river. And by crowding out other trees, it means we don't have the natural environment, and that discourages a whole range of species, birds and a whole range of species.
Willows are expert at setting up in the vital section of the riverbank, right on the water's edge, the corridor that native plants would normally occupy. So why is that so bad? As well as pushing out natives, willows have some other traits that impact adversely on local waterways and their inhabitants. A highly invasive root system spreads quickly and pushes into the waterway proper. In smaller streams, this chokes waterways and causes the river to spread, becoming shallow and warming up. The thick foliage cuts out light to the stream bed, inhibiting in-stream plants. Then, willows dump their foliage over a very short time span. First, the tree withdraws all the nutrients from the leaves, then drops them all at once, creating a smothering mass of matter without any real food value to aquatic wildlife. Native plants drop their leaves throughout the year, supplying nourishment to the whole food chain. Willows are also hard to kill. In the snowy, from the top to the bottom, willow saplings spring up from seeds, branches, and even wood chips.
Even a chip as small as that can produce a new willow, which is quite amazing. And the fact that they have no natural controls means that they've just got a free run unless we intervene and actually remove them for the benefit of the ecosystem.
It can be done. The East Gippsland Catchment Management Authority is one agency tackling the willow, from the top of the Snowy to the entrance at Marlow. The trees are killed off slowly, simply by injecting poison into the sap layer just below the bark. The gradual dieback enables staged replacement with native plants. Exactly what to replace willows with is another issue. It's not only about keeping the willows at bay, but making sure the riparian section of the river, adjoining farmland and in-stream flora and fauna also benefit. That's what this trial, on the banks of the Snowy River near the Orbost township, has been seeking to explore. In 2001, this project started as a pilot. Its aims sounded simple.
The sooner we can make a start on these sorts of things, the better, and the trials are basically to give us some tools to work with, but to restore the actual banks and the integrity of the Snowy River will take hundreds of years. It's a very time-consuming, very expensive business trying to control weeds, and if you can combat it with native species, you're halfway there. Just in this area, just to my left, is basically rainforesty plants to make a continuation of rainforest so as we can bring the birds through, and eventually the rainforest will continue because along the Snowy originally there was a rainforest.